Hello everyone, it is Friday night and I figured I'd pop on and show a little bit of a different style bling that I've been showing for a while. We're going to show a mixture of items tonight and just see where the night takes us. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put my link in the comments down below for any of you that would like to shop at your leisure. You can shop this link 24/7. 7 days a week. Hi Nicole, how are you, hon? I'm surprised you're still awake tonight. We'll get that pinned down in the comments. I did not send out a word of the night tonight. I figured we'd just keep it kind of casual tonight. But if you share out this video, please put it in the comments so that I can recognize you and put you down for our monthly share drawing that's coming up really soon. Also, if you'd like to get on my text alerts to find out when new inventory comes in, please feel free to text at AHJVIP to the number 81010. It is free and you can opt out at any time. You can also find me on Instagram as well as TikTok, YouTube, and of course right here on Facebook. With this live, all items featured will be lead and nickel free. I can ship to all 50 United States, Puerto Rico, Guam, and the surrounding islands. And as always, my shipping is a $4 flat rate fee. Each piece, unless otherwise stated, is $5.24. With that being said and done, why don't we get started with our show? My name is Angela and I'm your independent consultant with Paparazzi Jewelry and Accessories. Let's see what we have to show off tonight. First, I'm going to show off my piece. As you can see, hi Cynthia. Hello Nicole. As you can see, I'm wearing my Charismatic tonight. That is our oil spill Z piece. It is on sale for $25 plus tax. It is a very lightweight, fun piece. As you can see, it's a shorter Z piece. And I have 2 of these available. So if you would like my necklace that comes with these free complimentary earrings, the number for it is number 236. How are you tonight, Cynthia? I've been thinking about you tonight. Hoping the air conditioning at your work got repaired, because I know what a bear the heat can get. Alright, our first piece tonight is going to be a ring set on a thin stretchy back. But look at that gorgeous, almost a coffee creamer color. And of course, you know I have my handy dandy lens here. So I'll bring it in so you can get a better look at the color on that stone. I also have my new bust that will be debuting tonight. So hopefully that'll help me to show off some more of these longer pieces. But look at that detail. It almost looks like a small rope all the way around each one of those 6 brown stones. And here is your signature paparazzi thin stretchy back. And that will fit sizes 6 to 11 quite comfortably. I've got 2 of these. And the number on this one is number, try that again, number 209. Number 209. Kind of working. Well, I guess it's better than none at all, right? Alright. This was one of my 4th of July pieces, and it is a one and done. It is this acrylic red barrette, but as you can see there in the light, there is glitter hiding up inside of that, and it's set on your standard alligator clip. And I'll bring it in closer so you can see that glitter. There you can see that little bit of a shimmer hiding up in there. Absolutely fun. Gives just that little glint of something extra. And the number on this one is the number 210. And yes, Paparazzi Snow was wandering around, and the boss man's on my right hand side, just like always. Mr. Snow is doing remarkably better compared to last week. So thank you everyone that cared so much about him, and I'm sure some prayers were lifted up as well.
That's my job, you know.
I know. Alright, we have a seed bead piece. Let's bring out the big guy for this one. And we have a much, much bigger display. So this will definitely help in showing off the pieces. Alright, you can see that there's silver and a yellow. They call it gold. It's almost like a shiny yellow set in this almost a braided rope. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, 1, 2, 3, 4, there's 8 strands in here. And there are a pair of complimentary earrings. Just a warning, these are a bit on the heavier side because of the composition. But there are your bonus earrings, and they feature a double loop that are connected at the top. And let's see if there is, I'm not familiar with this particular one, but it feels like there is a little extension that's peeking right there. It's a really, really short, maybe 1/4 inch extension. I have one of this left, and the number is 360. Number 360 for that one. Alright, our next piece is going to require the bust again. Let's see how she does with a long piece. Oh yeah, this is going to help out by leaps and bounds. I'm going to set it shorter for display purposes, but this particular piece will sit probably belly button length. But there you can see that medallion. And I'll put that lens on and we'll bring that medallion right out. If you like this one, I also have it with a blue stone in lieu of the, come on, focus, in lieu of that orange. See if I can get it to focus. She may not want to focus due to the leather. There she comes.
There you go.
Right up in there.
There you go.
And then hiding behind this pendant, if I can get it to come out here, we have a dainty little cluster of orange and brown wooden stones. And like I mentioned, I have it also with a blue stone if you don't care for the orange stone. Come on. Of course you don't want to lay properly, but we're going to make it work. And there you'll see there's that brown stone. Get way up in here so you can see. There you go. The brown stone as well as the orange. And there's a few more pieces that are hiding behind that pendant. Thank you, Cynthia. If you like this one, right here, give this one the number. I'm trying to get it to focus at the same time. Number 205 for that piece. And I'll go ahead and I'll show you there is that 2-inch extender on here, as well as some bonus earrings. Your bonus earrings are a simple tassel set on that fish hook back, and there's your extender and that lobster claw clasp. But as I mentioned, it's a quite long piece. I know on me it would hit about belly button length. But there she is. And let's see if I can get that little bit of bead to come around the front here. Sometimes it wants to be in the way and other times not. But here she is with all those decorative colored beads. I can get them to stay for 1 second. Alright, well, there's your cluster of the decorative beads. It looks like this one may need a little bit of extra love, but we'll get it there. Alright, our next piece. Grab a quick sip here. How was your week, Cynthia? I hope you had a good work week. Oh, this one's gorgeous. Where did my finger go? We have this gorgeous yellow crackle stone set in silver on that wide stretchy back, good for sizes 6 to 11. I'm just writing your name down really quick. Tonight's kind of a mishmash of pieces, but we will be circulating these into the sets and going back through the sets again with the new pieces. And as a bit of news, I did order a new box today, so I'm just waiting to get the tracking information. There's that gorgeous flower and the leaf on the side, and that generous, almost a robin's yellow. It was an eventful week, huh? And there's that flower again, and your wide stretchy back. I like my Fridays also. And the number for this one is going to be the number 298. 298. I have toyed with an idea. You let me know what you think. Even if you're watching the replay, please let me know your opinion. I'm thinking about adding a daytime live during the day, with the stipulation that during the day there will be no new inventory shown. I'll save that new inventory for my late evening shows, because I know that's when most of my people are off work. But it's just an idea. There's some bonus fish hook back earrings with that circular clear rhinestone, and there is that lobster claw clasp. And this one trails down to this pendant. Let's get this lens on because there's a whole lot of bling up in here. But it's just an added idea to give more folks a chance to catch me live if they don't catch me in the evening. Oh my goodness. We'll get this thing to focus yet.
Are those brownstone?
They are brown. There you'll see all those clear rhinestones, and intermingled are those gorgeous,
Brown.
almost a cola colored brown rhinestone, and you can see all the open airiness to it. Well, I just thought I'd throw one in maybe early to midweek in the afternoon, just as an added bonus to get my face out there even some more. Thank you for watching me. I can see I've got 2 people watching. Don't be shy. Say hello. We're all friends here. There's that one, and I've got 2 of these. And we'll give this one the number of 398. 398. I just figured with that afternoon session I could show to some people that, like I mentioned, don't normally catch me at night because it's too late for them. And I can also teach you different things, like I can teach you how to shop my corporate website. I can show off my personal Square website that is open for anyone to shop. You can directly checkout right there, and it'll send me an invoice for your order, and then I'll get it right out in the mail. But I can show you things like that where I normally do not. These are a fun piece. These are set. If it's after 4, I can do that. These are set in silver, and they have a slight bit of a mirror effect there with that gentle facet cut. These are set on that standard post back. And I have 2 of these available. And the number for this is 214. I'm also going to be dropping some pre-claims in the VIP group later this evening. If you'd like to join the VIP group, it can be found right here on Facebook. And the name of the group is Angel Heart Jewelry VIP. Alright, this is a brass piece with those faceted discs that are a high polish. There's no facet on there, it's just high polished. There's your long chain, and you can see the lobster claw clasp right there, as well as your 1.5" extension. And it trails all the way down to this high polished black bead. And it has that brass inlay to give it that antique feel. And there's your detail. This almost reminds me of the teeth of a zipper for some reason. What do you see, Dan? Do you see a zipper in there? The way it's detailed, it almost looks like the teeth of a zipper.
Yeah.
Almost. And it does have a bit of an open back to it as well. And I like to show off the back because sometimes they throw a little bit of ornamentation in the back. And you can see, if you look really close, there is a little bit of a textured ridge that goes all the way up. I've got 2 of these, and the number is going to be the number 225. Number 225. Do we have an appointment to see Cynthia again?
Not this week.
Not this week.
Coming week, yeah.
Alright. Looking forward to seeing her again. Here is another piece that came after the 4th of July. But we still work these pieces anyway. It's this red star. Here. Let's slide that on up and try to get it to focus better that way. It's not really going to focus, but I'll pull it in. This is set on a different type of barrette. It's set on that snap closure, which I can show you right there. Here's your bar, and it just slips right over that ball and snaps right into place. Just like so. What day?
Oh, I'll let you know tomorrow. I gotta check the dates on Jason's pills.
I know I've been getting an alert to fill them, so. My goodness. Alright, we'll put this on here.
I gotta check the dates on his pills. And, I'm thinking probably by Monday. I'm thinking Monday.
Cynthia, did you buy the barrette with the blue stars from me, or was it the red ones? I can't recall if you got the red glitter or the blue. And there are those red rhinestones hiding up in there. If I'm not mistaken, she picked up the blue ones. And this is the last one of these that I have left, and the number on this is the number 203. I thought it was the blue, but I couldn't recall off the top of my head. Number 203.
Come on.
I'm sorry. Alright, we have,
You gotta help me here.
I believe, let me check the name on this one. We have a blockbuster coming out, and these blockbusters are quite dazzly when they have those rhinestones. Let's slip it right up here. Actually, I'm going to use the smaller one for that. It's great to have options. This is a perfect fit for a smaller display. Look at the silver, and look at those oversized teardrop faceted rhinestones. This one is called Miss Universe, and because it's a blockbuster, I can get this one almost any time. There is your extender, and hiding behind this tag, if I can get it, there we go. There's your lobster claw clasp, and there are your free bonus earrings, and of course we're taking a closer look, because there's a lot of detail in the metal on this piece. Hello, thank you for watching me. Even if you don't feel like saying hello, feel free to watch my replay or send me a message if you have any questions. Alright, come on you. We are going to get you all worked out here. Give me just one moment. For some reason, this one decided to misbehave for a minute. Alright, now, there we go.
Small bush?
Yeah, because this is such a shorter one,
Okay.
it fits well. Here we go. Look at the arrow work in each one of these bars. And then there's your large circular faceted rhinestone. That is a silver bead. And there is that beadwork that goes all the way around the larger faceted rhinestone here. And there's a little dotting of an additional rhinestone right here on the top of each one of these links. And they are a direct match to the scaled down version on your free bonus earrings. You can see all that same work that you'll find down here as well. And I'll go ahead and show you the back. Hello. Teresa was not keeping the red flower ring. I'm pretty... Okay. That's fine. And I think she also got a bracelet of yours. That Urban, I think, was supposed to be yours. There's your iron work on the back as well. I'm not sure. Sometimes I get you two mixed up, so we'll square it out. If you would like Miss Universe, we will give her a number really quick, and her number is going to be number 222 for Miss Universe. Number 222.
Thank you.
Alright, our next piece is going to be, how big is this one? Oh yeah, this is a long one. I have it written down as Teresa's, but you can double check with her. Because I cannot, I thought I had it written down as Teresa's. I got it written down as yours on the Urban. But thankfully, you all live in the same home, so it can get squared away right easily, and I always make everything right with anyone, so rest assured, this one is a very long piece. I'll show you. Even on my bust, it's quite long, probably mid waist or belly button length. Let's get this lens on, and I'll bring you right in so that you can see. There's that. Yeah, focus, focus, focus. There's your paparazzi pink bead, and if I get in there close enough, you'll see that it is slightly faceted to catch that light. And then right down here we have that bead. And I think it is not wanting to sit the right way. But I always call this one a seed because it reminds me of a flower seed that has that hammered effect. And it follows all the way down to the bottom. I don't know. If you want one, I think I still have one left. If you want this necklace, I'll go ahead and show you the bonus earrings on it.
There are 2 in there.
I've got 2 of these. And here are, once I get these uncrossed, here are your faceted pink bead earrings. And here is that 2-inch extender and the lobster claw clasp. And like I mentioned, I have 2 of these. And the number is 201. 201 for these. And it also features, in case I missed it, there is that faceted, semi-opaque pink
Where's Teresa?
bead as well. Teresa may be sleeping. Alright. Thank goodness, that air is just dry tonight. A reminder to anyone watching my replay. That's what I thought. If you are watching the replay, feel free to either send me a screenshot or an item number of anything you want to claim. And just as a disclaimer to everyone, I'm always looking for a party host. If you would like to host a paparazzi party for me and earn yourself some free bling, get a hold of me. I do all the work for you. I'll set up the event. All you have to do is invite your friends, kick back with a snack and a beverage, and enjoy the show.
Uh-oh.
Do we have a what-wo?
Well, there it is. All right, I got it.
I thought I heard what-wo, but
No.
false alarm. All right, this is a piece that quite a few of my friends have. This is one of our blockbuster rings. And this one is called Blinding Brilliance. I have 2 of these available, and it is row upon row of those gorgeous rhinestones set on that wide, stretchy back that will fit a size 6 to 11 quite comfortably. Also, Miss Shelley, if you're watching my replay, I hope you had a happy, happy birthday today. And I hope your mister treated you to something fun. And I hope your friends decided to have that brunch with you today. There are all those rhinestones. This one is a fun piece. I call this an everyday staple because you could wear it with any outfit, whether you're cleaning the house, running errands, or going out to a date night with a special someone. There's that wide stretchy back, and it's good for sizes 6 to 11. I have 2 of these in stock, but lucky for you, it's a blockbuster, so even if I sell out, I can order a new one just for you. The number for this one is the number 204. Number 204. All right. I have a hair piece coming out next. And this one looks like the number for this one might have jumped ship. So we'll just wing it. And I'm going to switch this around.
Well, there's a number on that card, but...
Yeah, I'll give them the number from the card. That's why I hyper organize some of my pieces. Look at the black and white petal work on this hair flower. This would be great for anyone going to the black and white gala for paparazzi in Vegas in August. This would look great and complement your outfit. This is set on that alligator clip, which I can show you right here. There's your alligator clip. I have 2 of these, and I'll even pull it in closer so you can see the design. There is that black and white. It almost has an ombre effect to it. The way it fades from a bright white to the gray and then black again. These are great for anyone of any age. If you would like this one, the number on this one is going to be the number 233. Number 233, and I have 2 in stock. Alright, here we have some lightweight earrings coming up next. These are on a faux leather, and it is almost a micro suede. Super flexible, as you can see there, and lightweight with those painted gold discs. Starting with your smaller disc, leading to a medium and a larger disc at the bottom. These are set on that gold fishhook back. And I have 2 of these currently in my inventory, and they are the number 208. Number 208. These are always so fun for the summertime because you're not weighed down by heavy jewelry. Alright, oh, this is a long piece. Let's see how long it sits on this guy. Oh my goodness.
Oh, excuse me.
He's a party favorite tonight. This is a turquoise piece that I'm bringing out next. I'm just getting it set up because she is a long one. So let's see if we can get her to show off for us right up here. I think she is on the card. Nope, she's not backwards. She's just Henri. Oh. Alright, I'm going to have to pull this one. It is quite long. It is set on a thicker silver chain. But look at all that turquoise. And you'll see that off of the points there are all of those little delicate tassels. I'm going to bring that lens out and bring it up close. I do have it shortened to fit better for me to show, but I can show you the full length as well. Here we go. There's that high polished turquoise. And you'll see that there is that crackling hiding up in here. It doesn't quite show as well on camera. There is that slight bit of crackle, and each one of these smaller pieces of turquoise have the same crackle as well. And there's your fringe that dangle from various points of the triangle. This is a little bit on the weightier side because of the size of the pendant. And with the bail that wide, you could sneak that chain out, double it over, and feed it right through to shorten this necklace right up. Or you could do what I do and just hook it on a different link. With it being the chunkier link, you have many size options. Here is your 1.5 inch extension right there, as well as that lobster claw clasp. But with the chunkiness of this chain, you could literally hook it anywhere on this necklace. It comes with a bonus pair of earrings, which all of our necklaces, with the exception of the Urban collection, do include the free complimentary earrings. And they are that same blue with the same crackle. Because these are a fishhook back, they do come with the complimentary silicone earring back as well. All of our fishhook back earrings do come with that complimentary earring back, just for your convenience. I know with some of our earrings, such as the leather ones that I just had out, I've heard stories of them being so lightweight they fly out car windows. We'd hate for that to happen. If you would like one of these turquoise beauties, I'll give it the number of 215. Number 215. Naturally, this would hit probably just below your bust line, maybe a little bit lower depending on your height. And I have 2 of those. I've done these already.
Oh, okay.
And there you'll hear Mr. Paparazzi Snow just meowed a hello to all of our friends. He's wandering about, making sure everything's safe and secure as always. We know it's his house and he lets us live here, so he's always checking in. There you'll see that gorgeous French blue set on that almost a shield shaped ring on the wide stretchy back that's good for sizes 6 to 11. And we'll get up in here and see all that metal work. Look at that. First we start out with these silver beads that encompass the entire circumference of your ring. And then you've got the little bit of antiquing and all those dotted triangles, as well as that chain effect there. And there's that gorgeous French blue. If you like this ring, we have 2 of these currently available. And the number on these are the number 212. 212. I'm going to adjust my phone just one moment. Pardon my finger there, but I want to make sure that I have my volume up so that you can hear me at your absolute best. There we go. Now I know it's all the way up. And I know sometimes it gets difficult to hear. Here's another pair of fishhook back earrings, and they are set in that dark metal. It's not really a dark metal, it's that naughty metal that I can't say the name of, but it rhymes with fun. It is a hematite color. These are super lightweight, elongated teardrops, but if you look really close, and I'll put that lens on so you can see even better. These, I don't know how they managed to accomplish it, but they look like there's glitter hiding in it. I don't exactly know how they got that effect, but I love it. It looks pitted up close, but to the natural eye, it looks like glitter. Like I mentioned, these are super, super lightweight. And I have 2 of these, and their number is the number 211. Number 211.
30 seconds.
A question for anyone watching my live or anyone watching the replay. Would you be interested in a grab bag as a prize for one of my 3 monthly drawings? Let me know your preferences in the comments down below. As always, if anyone wants to know more about paparazzi or what I do or what it takes to become a bombshell, always feel free to reach out to me. I'm happy to answer any of your questions to the best of my ability. If you have any questions about a particular piece or me, just send me that message. I'll be more than happy to respond in a prompt manner. Alright, we have some more hair pieces coming out. And I believe we have 1 of these left. No, pretty plain.
Oh, okay.
And this one is in a tie-dye color with your hues of blue that you can see there. There's a light green, a pink, and an orange, and I'll bring it in closer. Maybe the colors will pop out more for you. Alright, here we go. There's a little bit of orange and the blue, and you can see the hint of green. But down amongst the layers, there is a slightest hint of a pale pinkish orange hiding all the way down in there. These are affixed to that standard alligator clasp right there. And I have 1 of these currently available. And the number on it is number 206. Number 206. Hello and thank you for watching. I'm Angela, your independent consultant with Paparazzi Jewelry and Accessories. Thank you for looking in. Feel free to pop on in and say hello. Our next piece is going to be a turquoise cuff. And look at the size of that turquoise and all of that gorgeous crackle. It does have that open, airy cuff. I won't try this on because I don't like to size them to me. And I'll bring out that lens to show off more detail. I am constantly watching for one of my favorite emails that says I have a box coming. So far, no luck yet, but we'll keep watching. Alright, there you go. You can see that dotted motif. And the open airiness gives it that diamond effect with that antiquing around the edges. And there's that open cuff. There's your diameter of the cuff. It can be pushed or pulled ever so slightly to adjust it larger or smaller. And even on the back of the oversized turquoise, there is a texturing right here as well. And there's that familiar paparazzi crown that we love so much. I have two of these. And the number on this is going to be number 217. And I'm going to take these pieces out of order. This is a match to this. I want that.
Is it out?
Yeah. Just for a moment. And if you like this bracelet, I have a matching necklace right here. Here are the bonus crackled turquoise earrings, the 2-inch extender, and the lobster claw clasp. And it drops down to the same turquoise pendant. You'll see the crackle stone there, as well as all that iron detail with your antiquing and the diamond dotted motif. There you can see all that gorgeous crackle, and there's that texturing that I was speaking about on the bracelet. Uh-oh. I'm going to wait just a couple of seconds. I know there's a bit of a lag and I saw myself freeze there. So I'm going to give it just a little extra second. But there is that turquoise pendant. And you'll see right here that it is a direct match to the bracelet right here. So we've got a pair of twins right here. I'll show it again with that lens off so you can compare the two stones. There's your necklace and there's your coordinating bracelet right there. If you would like the necklace, the number on the necklace is going to be number 228. Number 228. I have two complete sets. I am willing to separate the pieces. So if you prefer a necklace to the bracelet, just let me know. 228 set or 228 necklace. Or you can claim the bracelet. And again, the number on the bracelet is 217. Try me a quick little sip of some tea. Alright, what is the next? Oh, this one is a beautiful summery yellow. And it is set on a silver ring. There you can see those bright, vibrant, not quite a neon yellow, but pretty close. And the antiquing in between, as well as the silver bead. And this one is called Color Me Calla Lily. in yellow, of course. And there's that wide stretchy back, good for sizes 6 to 11. I have 2 of these left. I'll bring that in closer. I don't think we need the lens for that. There you go. That's a good view there. And the number for this is going to be number 234. Number 234. If you are a member of my VIP, you will get exclusive right to claim anything that is coming in future shipments before I show it live. Again, if you want to join that group, the name of the group is Angel Heart Jewelry VIP. Here's another set of hair accessories, and this one is set in a beautiful lavender purple or a lilac, depending on your preference of name. These are 2 dainty little alligator clip flowers for your hair or to clip virtually anywhere. I'm giving this one just a little bit of a fluff. This is a bit different than our other pieces. These are much stiffer, so I'm giving it a gentle little fluff. And you get both of these delicate little flowers for the price of $5. Or in my case, it's $5.24, and that does include your taxes. If you'd like a set of these, I have 2 of these available, and the number is 226. Number 226. All right, and this is that urban bracelet that I was speaking of earlier, Cynthia. Well, this is actually a shorter version, but this is set on that micro suede in a silvery gray. Looks like Paparazzi Snow has been added again. There are your 2 snap choices, as well as your closure right there. And we'll bring that lens in, but before I do, I'm going to go swipe and swipe to make sure I'm not missing anyone. Alright, we have some bling to show off. Look at the rows of bling, and oh my goodness, look how it's creating that cascade just from hitting that light. Let's see if I can hide it by going this direction.
Wow.
You'll see there that there's a row of your link chain there at the top, and the 2 rows of rhinestones and another link chain. And as you can see, when it hits my light, you can see how blingy it is by the aura that it casts. I'll try to hide that so I don't blind anyone. Hello, Mr. Snow. How are you tonight? I have 1 of these left. Oh, wait a minute. There are 2 of these left. And the number on this one is the number of number 220 for this silver urban. I'm going to give you a treat. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Say hi to our friends. Say hello, Cynthia. I'm here ruling the roost. Give you a sneak behind the scenes peek at what Paparazzi Snow usually does during our lives. He wanders in and out to make sure I'm doing my job right. These are a no. These are sold. They sold last night.
There's 2 of them in here, you know.
They both sold last night. Those are going to go in the mail this evening to my Aunt Connie. Alright, what do we have next? We have a brown ring coming out. See there? Miss Cynthia says she loves you. He agrees. He's awesome. There is that gorgeous brown crackle. And we'll get that lens on and show you up close. There's that brown crackle with that roping detail, as well as that little bit of a scalloped edge in the silver overlay. And you have the 3 circles here on the bottom with that silver dot right in the center, as well as the 3 on top. This is set on that wide stretchy back, good for sizes 6 to 11. And I have only got one of these gorgeous rings left, and the number on the ring is going to be, my goodness gracious, it will be the number, give me 1 second here. We had a ring try to jump ship. Number 353. Number 353 for this one. Well, let me adjust that angle a little bit so that you're not staring at the bottom of my chin. There we go. All right. Next we have a cuff coming out. And this is a unique cuff. It does have the silver bar at the very end, but as you can see, it's all of the flat silver circles that are interconnected. This again can be gently tugged to widen or gently squozen to fit a larger or smaller wrist. I have I have one of these left, and the number on this one is number 355. Number 355. I love that open airiness. This bracelet is super, super lightweight. And we have some earrings coming up next. Now these earrings, I'm going to double check, are set in a black metal or a hematite metal. And look at the size of these hoops. Judging by the size, one would assume these are heavy, but they are definitely not. Let's get that crown turned the right way around, because we love our pink crown. And there you'll see the generously sized hoop set on this fish-hook back. And I'll bring it in closer to see the detail. But it looks like we may have lost Miss Cynthia. And I'm sure she can. She'll be back shortly. And there you'll see all that silver dotting going around the outer edge, as well as the inner edge of each earring. And look at all the dots that make up, it almost looks like a machine cog. And there is a black stone in the center of each one of those circles. And it appears that those stones are slightly faceted to catch that little glint of light shining off of them. Let's see if we can show that off a little bit better. Come on, focus, focus. You can see on the bottom one there the slight faceting. And I have one pair of these left. And the number on these is going to be the number 358. Number 358. All right. That one,
Bracelet.
I know. But this one I will show because it is different. Here we have a bracelet set on a lobster claw clasp with a 2-inch extender. And this bracelet features these high polished purple stones or beads and this flat hammered silver disc. There's that larger purple, a smaller purple, a medium purple, and then we have this mirrored semi-opaque faceted bead here as well. And I'll bring you in closer to see that color even better. Alright, there is your dainty high polished purple pearl like bead. There's that mirrored semi-opaque faceted bead. There's that larger purple, the daintier purple, and the largest purple. And here is that flat hammered disc. Let's see if I can bring that out so you can see that. There's that hammered disc. It's a very thin disc. These make an excellent anklet as well as a bracelet. And it looks like I have one of these left. And the number on this one is going to be number 359. Number 359. And just for reference, the name of this one is West Coast Wanderer. Alright, we have some hair pieces coming out next. Here we've got a...
Number 359.
Yeah, got you. We got you. We're a team. Alright, let's give this a little fluffy fluff. And here is a blue flower with a gingham print. And as I've mentioned prior, they can be fluffed out. They do get a little bit flattened in the packaging, but they fluff right out quite nicely. Got two of these. And the number is 229. Number 229. Oh, I forgot to show you the most important detail. This hair flower is set on a traditional, let's see if I can get it laying pretty here, that traditional alligator clip that you can see right there. Alright, what do we have? Oh, we have some bling coming out now. Wowzers. Do not adjust your screen, folks. Here are your bonus earrings. They are semi-opaque on one side, and they have that mirror ball effect on the other. This is set on a really thin chain. And there's your extension and your lobster claw clasp. And this delicate necklace features that silver bead right at the top. There's that same mirror ball semi-opaque and the small polished silver bead as well. This is a long piece, and this one is called Champagne on the Rocks. And there she is one more time. I've got one of these. And again, that's Champagne on the Rocks. Hello, thank you for viewing. Pop in and say hello. I would be happy to chat with you tonight. Let's take a closer look at some of these beads, shall we? There's that semi-opaque on that side. But on the reverse, you'll see that it is encased in that silver, giving it an almost ice appearance. And there's that dainty spacer and that silver bead. The silver bead there and that dainty spacer as well. And here is an up-close view of those complimentary bonus earrings. You'll see that they are that mirrored silver on that side. But if you give it just the slightest little flip, you'll see that they are that almost cracked effect of the clear bead. And there's your lobster claw clasp right there, and your 2-inch extension should you feel inclined to use it. And this piece would sit, hello, thank you for watching me. I hope you're having a great Friday evening. This piece would sit, depending on your height, anywhere from below your bust line to the belly button region. Unfortunately, I only have one of these necklaces left, and the number for Champagne on the Rocks is going to be number 354. Number 354. All right. We have a, let's see, what does Paparazzi call this color? I see it as teal, but they call this a green. Green and teal are pretty close, but this is one of the daintier rings, and you'll see that green, or as I call it, a teal green. And I know on camera it shows more as blue, but there's that green stone. I keep wanting to say blue. We'll bring you in closer for a sneak peek. There's that dotted motif, a little bit of antiquing on the side to give it an almost sunray look. The peekaboo sides there, and this is on a narrow stretchy back, and that's good for sizes 6 to 11. And I have one of these little ones left, and the number on this little one is going to be number 352. Number 352. All right, what do we have coming up next?
30 seconds.
Give him just a second. We're going to switch bins real quick. While we're waiting, why don't you go ahead and leave me in the comments any plans you have for the weekend or what you had for dinner tonight. I'm always curious to see what other people have for their dinners. Always looking to add new recipes into our repertoire. Next, I have a pair of statement hoops, and these are in a gold finish. These are large and in charge. These are not a complete hoop. They are set on a standard post back that you can see right there, but with the little bit of texturing that they've added to these hoops, you'll see it has no issue capturing that daylight or sunlight. But we'll bring it in closer so you can see. There's your hoop, and there you'll see that almost chain or braided like pattern, and they are on both of these gorgeous gold hoops. I love the texturing and the detail that they add. And I have one pair of these remaining, and their number is going to be the number 356. Number 356. Alright, that looks like I recognize this piece. This is going to be a longer necklace. There's your complimentary pearl earrings set on that silver fishhook back. There's that thinner, tight link chain. There's your lobster claw clasp with your 2-inch extender that is right in just one moment. She's wanting to run away. Right here. And this trails down to this gorgeous mandala with that pearl right in the center. There's your fringe at the bottom and that bead cap, but we'll sneak in and get a closer look at the bling because there's rhinestones. There's Miss Cynthia. There's some rhinestones of various sizes hiding up in here. You'll see a circular rhinestone, a silver bead, as well as a round rhinestone of varying diameters surrounding that pearl. And there's your high polished silver bead cap and your tassel. And this one is called Fine Florals. Fine Florals for this one, and it has the number of number 20. Number 20. Glad to see you found us again, Cynthia. Is this one? Yes, it is. I just need to double check. We have a red necklace coming out next. There's your 2-inch extender, that lobster claw clasp. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This one needs some extra attention. So I am afraid we cannot show this one tonight. This one.
Let's see. Oh.
It's right here.
Okay.
That one needs to go in the tender loving care bin.
Alright. Gotta fix it for you, Cynthia.
Yeah, we got a little fix-it situation. But she'll be ready for our next viewing. Here is a different necklace. There's your bonus tassel earrings set on that fish hook back. There's your lobster claw clasp with your 1.5-inch extender. And this one is on a daintier chain. And it trails down to this mandala. And on this mandala, you'll find a gorgeous summer orange bead. This would transition very well into the fall season. And look at the detail with the row of silver beads. And this is almost a Celtic, reminiscent to me at least, of a Celtic knot motif. And there's those gorgeous tassels that hang from the bottom. I have one of these. And the number on this one, that's for your fix-it, is going to be number 390. Number 390. We have another smaller pair of hoops coming out this time. These again are an incomplete hoop, meaning that they stop right there. They are set on a standard post back, and they are about 1.75 inches in diameter. These are super lightweight, set in silver, and it has almost a hash mark detail on each one of these hoops. Let's see if I can get it to focus. There you'll see that almost hash mark effect. I've got 2 pairs of these remaining, and the number for this is going to be number 341. Number 341.
It's on the card backwards, but
it doesn't matter. I can still show it frontwards or backwards. Alright, we have a dark metal, or the G metal necklace coming out next. And there are your bonus fishhook back rhinestone earrings. And if you can catch a glimpse, which I'm not sure you will without my lens, there is an emerald green stone in there. And this one needs to go in the TLC bin as well, but it's an easy fix. I'll go ahead and show it anyway. There's your pendant at the bottom, featuring those emerald green rhinestones. And we'll bring that lens out and see if we can't catch a glimpse. Let's see if we can manipulate it just right. You'll catch that hint. There's a slight hint of that green hiding up in there. There we go. Now we're popping green. And the green is the exact same. Just show you in just one moment. As that free bonus earring. Let's see if we can pop it out on the earring as well. There's your green rhinestone earring. There's a second one right there. And you're getting that slight glint of green. But it is a very gorgeous deep green. I have 2 of these available, and the number on this one is the number 386. Number 386. This piece needs to go in the love bin.
Why?
Because if you look at the clasp, your extender needs a jump ring on it.
Oh, all right.
The jump ring came off. But rest assured, we're on it and we'll have it fixed in a jiffy. Alright, ooh, this next one is a fun piece.
Careful, it's kind of dainty.
I'd forgotten about you, my friend. Yeah, I can see.
She's a little dainty.
Yeah, let's bring the bust up and see if we can't try to rescue ourselves here. Give it. No. Cooperation is the name of the game here. Alright, let's give it a little tug. I'm just setting this one up on the bust because it is one of the more delicate pieces to handle. Let's see if I can get those layers to show off here. This is a much longer necklace than it will appear, but to show you the detail, I'm shortening it quite substantially. There we go, we got that one right on track. This is set on a triple chain. Goodness, behave, come on, work with us here. We want to show you off to our friends. There we go. As you can see, I've shortened it quite substantially in the back.
She's falling off.
And she does not want to cooperate tonight, but we're gonna say I win, not you. Alright. Oh my goodness gracious. Let's get this thing to sit just like it's supposed to. Come on. I'm going to show you the bottom of the necklace because this one is a more delicate piece to work with. But you'll see here that it is a triple layered necklace with that wooden brown bead, the silver bead, and the blue. I'll go ahead and pop that lens on. This is set on a triple chain. Let's get that lens up here. And this would sit right below your bust line. There's that wooden brown bead, the high polished silver, and that gorgeous blue. This one is a bit delicate to handle. It does tangle relatively easily. So I kind of handle this one with a bit of a more delicate hand. And I'll go ahead and I'll pop up those bonus earrings for you. It does have an 1.5 inch extension as well as a lobster claw clasp. And there's your bonus matching deep blue earring. And here is the full length of this one. As you can see, she likes to tangle. But we'll go ahead and give this one the number of 319. Number 319. Alright, we have a gold one coming out. I've had this in a silver. And here she is in gold. I'm going to start off by showing off those bonus oval gold earrings. And they are textured. And we'll use our smaller display for this necklace because I happen to know that it fits on this one quite well. Pay no attention to the tag. She was put on the tag a little bit backwards. So we just work around those. And there you'll see the matching. No we don't. We stay up here like we're supposed to. There's that matching textured disc. And on each one of these textured almost egg shape, you'll see there is a white rhinestone coming down off each one of them. Let's take a closer look. Alright, here we'll see there's that hammered texture that I was speaking about, and there is your clear rhinestone hanging from each one of these elongated circles or oval or egg shape, whatever is your fancy. This is set on that wider box chain, and here are the matching earrings. And you'll see that it's an exact match for the texturing as down below here. I have 2 of these, so if you would like one of these, we'll flip it back up here and give it a quick number. My goodness, come on. This isn't no Monday night show, this is Friday night. We're supposed to be looking classy on Friday nights. Here is that necklace again. 2 available, number 369. Number 369. Don't you start laughing at me now, mister. Remember, I know where you sleep.
Far away from me.
You sleep far away from you?
Yeah.
Okay then.
How deep into the dream I get. This is the matching bracelet and necklace.
Yep, this is a matching set coming out next. There's that stretchy cord and that high polished blue bead and a high polished silver bead. And it trails from that large bead down to the smaller high polished pearl-like blue beads on the back side as well. And let's see. Oh yes, this has a generous stretch to it. I have a bit of a more larger wrist, and you can see that there's plenty of give to this bracelet. If you want just the bracelets, we'll give the bracelet the number 381. Number 381. And then the necklace, oh, she's a long one. We'll show off the bonus earrings first. And this necklace is set on a double chain. Let's get these earrings popping out where we can see them. Alright. There we go. There's that matching dark blue. Here's that double chain that I was talking about. Here's your 1.5 inch extender and the lobster claw. We'll go ahead and put it up here on the big guy. Maybe. We'll see how coordinated I can get tonight. Get you back there where you belong. Alright, here we go. Here's that double chain right there that I spoke of, and here is your first bead, which is that high polished blue. There's another blue. That high polished silver, blue, trailing down to this really thick, chunky chain. More blue again. There's your silver, a smaller blue, and it leads all the way down to the bottom, which would have this triple row of silver chain, and then the pattern reverses all the way back up to the other side. And I'll put these right here. Let's get those right there, and we'll put them right next to our coordinating bracelet. And there you'll see they're an identical match, especially in the size right there. They're identical, and the blue is the exact match of blue. If you want the necklace is going to be number 322. You can say 322 set or 322 necklace. And again, the number for the bracelet is the number 381. There's that one. And that number goes with that piece right there. Alright, what do we have coming out? Ooh, this is a fun one. I'm tempted to take this one for myself. Here we've got that silver elongated oval with a 1.5 inch extension. It's got this chain, and I don't know how they did it, but the chain almost looks shiny. The way that they've cut it creates all those different areas for that light to hit. And we have an elongated almond there, a textured round silver disc there. There's a spacer. There's another almond. Your almost a football-like shape. And it trails all the way back to the beginning. I'll go ahead and show you the texture on that one link. A card just hit the floor. I heard it. Alright, where is that? There's that ring. Whoops, sorry about that. I got my lens off just a little bit. But there you'll see the hatch work on that ring. Thank you, son. If you would like this one, I have one of these left. And this is a longer necklace, mid-bust line. And the number on it is going to be the number 230.
Thank you.
Number 230. Alright, we have a blockbuster coming out. This is one of my personal favorites, and you've seen me wear it quite often.
One's wood, one's metal.
Well, I have both. But this is one of my favorite go-tos in the summertime. I love the colors on this one. Here are your bonus pink earrings with the flat paparazzi pink disc, an 1.5 inch extension, that lobster claw clasp.
Get on his face.
There's your pink. These are acrylic beads. A generous, almost a fluorescent yellow. And you'll see there is a fluorescent orange as well as a high polished silver. This reminds me a lot of a washer. And there's that pink acrylic again, as well as that blue, and it trails all the way back. This one is called Kaleidoscopically Captivating. It is a blockbuster piece, meaning I can access this almost anytime on my Paparazzi website to order more. But I do have just this one left. Just a side note, if you are contemplating grabbing this one, it currently is not in stock on my corporate website, so you would have to get this one from me directly. If you like Kaleidoscopically Captivating, the number for it is number 376. Number 376. I need to grab a little sip again and see about refreshing these comments. Number 386.
386.
I'll have to
Hold on.
see. I think that might have been the blue. We shall find it and put it aside for you. Number 386. We'll find her. While he looks, I'm going to go ahead and show my next piece. This has a pair of bonus silver dainty hoop earrings, and they are textured. There's a long chain on this one, and it drops down to this trio of mixed metals. There is this twisted silver.
I don't see any 386 in here.
Can you tell me what 386 was, please? I'm not
I
catching
can't
it.
find a 386.
Unless it was a...
I got 376.
Was it the bracelet to the blue?
No, because it was those 381 and 322.
Alright, we will check. This is a rose gold here.
69.
And there is the standard yellow gold.
81 and 322.
We will find out what it is.
230.
Just give her a moment and she can tell us which one it is. This one is called...
I don't see 386.
I don't see the bag for this.
You're right there.
That is for
293.
that.
Yeah. 293.
For this.
Oh, for that. Right here.
Okay. The dark metal with the emerald green necklace. The G metal necklace, but I can't say what it is. It's the one. I know exactly what it looks like.
Help me out here then.
Give me 1 second. This one is called just start pulling, I can tell you. This one is called Millennial Minimalist. Nope, that's not it. Keep going. Keep going. We're digging for it. One moment. Nope.
Oh, yeah, it's in there. It was one of the older ones.
It probably was. I think my comment got filtered. We'll pull it out after the show, but I know exactly which piece it is. This one is going to be the number 171. Number 171.
386.
386, and that's not brass, that's G metal. The pew pew metal, but I can't say that naughty word because Facebook does not like it. So just letting you know, it's the same color as your scarf for retention. I guess I should have checked my comments quicker, but I will write you down for that. Number 386. Thank you, Miss Cynthia. Yes. And we will pull that after the show. Alright, we have a pair of super blingy teardrop fishhook back earrings. There's your silver fishhook back. And look at all the stones in this dainty earring. There are all those rectangular rhinestones, as well as a rectangle hiding right up there at the very tip top. And there is a bit of texturing, again, on the reverse side. So they don't leave out any detail. I have 2 pairs of these. And the number on these is going... Oh, it looks like I only have 1 pair of these left. The number for the last pair of these is number 342. Number 342. It's that dark. It's in there. We'll pull it out later. I know she did. You know what it is? It's in the fix-it.
Are you sure?
I'm positive, 100%. You put it in the fix-it because the one needs a jump.
386 right
Yeah,
there.
it needs a jump ring on it.
Yeah. Why is that 386?
We found it, Cynthia.
It's a fix-it, Cynthia.
I have a second one though, so that's why we couldn't find it. It was in the fix-it pile. I'm done with those. And here is a very blingy
That's why I couldn't find it. Good
ring.
call.
I just happened to remember that, hey, that's the one that had a little boo-boo. But rest assured, I have a second one in there. I just put the whole packet in there to keep them together. There are the square faceted rhinestones as well as the circular. This is set on that skinny, stretchy back. It'll still fit the sizes 6 to 11. And depending on the ring, you can't always go on the size of that stretchy back. I have some wide stretchy backs that fit me better than others. I don't know why that is. I think some of it has to do with purely the shape of the ring. And you'll see it's got the open center. I'm going to go ahead and try this one on just for fun. It's been a minute since I've tried on a ring, just to see how the fit is on this one. Now this one, for me, fits quite nicely, as you can see. Straighten it up just a little. And I am a true size 10. So when I say they'll fit 6 to 11, they really will fit that 6 to 11. I have one of these left. Was he being a naughty pants?
No.
Or just being playful?
I'm just curious.
And the lucky number for this one is going to be the number 239. Number 239, and Snow's fur does not come complimentary with any piece, as much as he'd like to include it. Alright, we have a hair piece coming out, and this is the last one I have in this particular style. This is a flower featuring that delicate button right in the center, and it has shades of white, a coral, as well as that blue. Let's slide on in, say hello to the colors. There you'll see that coral polka dot and that delicate, almost a baby blue. And this is set on that alligator clip, which is hiding right there. Well, I think Paparazzi Snow's getting a case of the zoomies tonight. And there's our favorite paparazzi crown up there. We gotta count on our Paparazzi Snow. He's definitely comic relief. This is the last one of these beauties, and the number for it is 384. Number 384. All right. We are getting places, folks. This is a chunkier ring, but it is in a green moonstone. And this moonstone, I love it. It's almost the color of a lovely jade. And there you'll see that shimmery moonstone effect. Let's snap on in and take a peek up close. Look at that. And that one is a slightly lighter shade of that green, and there is a bunch of leaf as well as that rope and a bit of antiquing hiding up in there. This is set on your wider stretchy back, good for sizes 6 to 11, and I have just the one left. That is the lone one, but as you can see, it fits my finger quite nicely. It's got a very well placed stone, meaning it's not that high of a profile to catch on your clothing or in a pocket, or if you have to reach to grab something. There's no need to worry about anything getting hung up on this ring. As you can see, it's not quite knuckle to knuckle, but it does sit right at the top of my knuckle. And if you'd like one of these jade rings, we'll give it the official name. And the official name on this one is Palms Up. And the number for Palms Up is going to be the number 380. Number 380. We have a
Fix it on that one, but I have it on. Hold on.
We have a no.
Here's the next one.
All right, we have another ring coming out. And correct me if I'm wrong, Cynthia, I do believe you have this beauty. This is a larger scaled silver ring with a bit of a hammered detail. There's that wide stretchy back. And this would easily fit my finger, no question. There she is. I have one of these little honeys left. And the number for this one is going to be the number 295. Number 295.
I have a fix it for her because I have a secondary.
What is it?
Notorious Noble black necklace. But I have two of them.
Are you sure they're both black?
Yeah.
Because I have a black one and a blue one.
No, these are both black.
Okay. So I'll show the good one. Alright. And again, if I didn't show the number, I'm going to just double check the number on that one. It's going to be number 295. 295. Hello and welcome. Thank you for joining me tonight. I hope you're having a great Friday night. We're just showing off a little bit of bling real quick. And I'm getting ready to bring out a pair of clip-on earrings. These are set in gold. Oh, no, excuse me, they're set in silver. There's your standard clip-on feature. And there are your pearls. Those generously sized, pure white pearls. And as I put on my lens right here, you will see that in between each one of those pearls is a dusting of rhinestones. I have two pair of these clip-on earrings. And the number on these earrings is the number 389. Number 389. Alright. I have
two of those, but the one needs a little love.
I have two of these available. This is a longer necklace. There's that 1.5 extender. And your lobster claw clasp is right there. This is set on a bit of a thinner chain. And it is a black necklace. As you can see, that large black teardrop with that little bit of a facet detail. I'm going to pop that lens on so you can see the bling hiding in there. There you'll see the silver dotting at the bottom. There's your facets in that black rhinestone, or that black bead. And there's your clear faceted rhinestone. And there's a closer look at that dainty chain. I've got two of these available. And the number for this one is going to be the number 216. Number 216. Alright, we have an orange piece coming out next. For any of you orange lovers, this would be another great seasonally transitional piece. It has this gorgeous summer orange that could also lend itself to a beautiful fall pumpkin orange. And there is that lobster claw clasp, your 1.5 extender. You'll see that this is on a very thick chain, and the chain comes down to this silver spacer with a bit of a texture to it, as well as that textured ring there. There's that matte finish orange bead, and there is it looks like a cracked semi-transparent, hello and welcome, thank you for joining me, faceted orange bead as well. And it trails back to that gorgeous orange, and like I mentioned, This would transition quite nicely into the fall as well. And then at the very bottom, you have a little bit of a layering effect. I'm just getting the layers situated really quick. You'll see that you have the chunky chain layer as well as two of the finer links that hang right from the bottom here. And as always, these are set on that fishhook back with the complimentary earring backs. And I have two of these gorgeous necklaces. This is a longer piece. It would sit probably mid to low bust line, if not your belly button, depending on your height. And the number for that is number 275. Number 275 for this gorgeous orange necklace. And it looks like I have some blingy earrings coming out next. What color do we have here? These are some gorgeous teardrop earrings on that silver fishhook back. Look at the hearts scrolled into there, and there is on each one of these earrings there is a gorgeous lavender stone. The lavender rhinestone is sprinkled throughout the entire earring, and there she is, starting from your top on down. These are again set on that silver fishhook back. There's your complimentary earring back, and I like these. These are super lightweight, and they have that little bit of a tinkle. Of course, you won't hear that when you're wearing them, but there they are, and they are the number 31. Number 31 on those, and there are just the one pair available. Do we have a lot left?
Fair bit. Yeah, 1 second.
Alright, this is one of my personal favorites.
There's a lot left.
And the last of this particular style that I have in stock. Here are your bonus clear faceted bead earrings. There's that lobster claw clasp with that 2-inch extender. Give me just one moment. And we have this, there's your little, I would call it a medium cable chain. There's that chunky link. And this is almost a iridescent transparent bead, but there is that blue stone, and it does have a bit of a cat eye, as you can see there, the cat eye or moonstone effect. And there's another one of those clear beads. There is a high polished silver bead, and there's your thick link again, trailing all the way down to the bottom, that features this lobster claw, making this a lanyard. If you do not want to wear it as a lanyard, you could also take it like so and double it over. If I can get my fingers to cooperate tonight, you can hook the lanyard right through your chain right there and double it over, turning it into a shorter necklace as well. If you would like one of these, I'm going to go ahead and disconnect that link real quick. We'll give this one the number of 326. Number 326. I'm going to swipe my comments. I want to keep that one.
For yourself?
No. I'm gifting it. If no one claims it tonight, I'm going to gift that one out to someone I know that can put it to good use. we have another orange piece coming out. This is, again, another longer piece. Ooh. And this one is a layered necklace. I'm going to go ahead and show you right quick while I have it out. There's your bottom layer. There's that center layer. And the first layer. On this piece, we have bonus semi-transparent orange fishhook back bead earrings. There is that lobster claw clasp, and let's slow that down. There's your 1.5 inch extender, a high polished mirror ball bead. There's that semi-transparent orange again. There's that mirrored bead, your orange, that mirror again, and then it trails down to the triple chain that gives you that gorgeous layered look here. If you like this one, I have 2 of these available, and the number on this one is number 283. And I know that earring likes to crisscross with its neighbor, but we can work that out. Number 283. Thank you for joining me. I hope you're having a wonderful Friday evening. My name is Angela, and I am your independent consultant with Paparazzi Jewelry and Accessories. Ooh, this is a fun piece. A fun summer ring. This is set in all silver. And we'll go ahead and pop that micro lens on into macro lens and take a quick peek. There you'll see that silver hammering. Oh, pardon me. I've got to shut that off. There we go. There is that silver leaf and the silver flower and the hammered detail up on the side. This is set on that wide stretchy back. It's good for sizes 6 to 11. I have 1 of these little lovelies left. And the number on it is number 387. Number 387. Alright, it looks like we have Ring-a-Palooza for a minute here. Alright, here is another fun ring. Again, this is a one and done, meaning I only have 1 of these beauties left. And let's give this one a little bit of TLC for one brief second. Here is that oversized, faceted, almost a root beer brown rhinestone right in the center. And let's take a look. There is a row of rhinestones along the bottom, as well as that large rhinestone there, and another clear large rhinestone there as well. This is set on a thinner, stretchy back, good for sizes 6 to 11. And like I mentioned, this is a one and done, meaning unfortunately there's only 1 of these little lovelies left. But the number on it is going to be the number 68. Number 68 for the brown ring. Just an added bit of information for any of you. If you feel inclined to share out my video on another platform, such as Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, whatever you may be on, so long as it's your personal profile, feel free to drop me around everywhere. I appreciate every like, every share. Even if you're stalking me, just throw me a little thumbs up, because each interaction helps me work my algorithm, which helps me to be seen to more people, which in turn benefits you, because then I can show you even more bling. Now, Cynthia, do you remember what we named these? I know you named them. These are gorgeous Mandela style fishhook back earrings set in silver. I'm going to swipe my comments really quick. What?
Nerds or Smurfs?
I'm waiting for Cynthia to tell me the name of these, because she named these. What are these, Cynthia? I know. There it is. Yep. These are my Nerds earrings, because those gorgeous purple beads down there, they look like little nerds hanging down. You can tell it's a Friday night when everything starts getting food names. Let's take a closer look at the detail on these. There you've got that lovely silver disc at the top with the antiquing and the dot motif, as well as that nice circular hash mark. And it looks like almost a X right down the center. And there's some more detail. Sorry about the glare there. These are so shiny that my lamp just falls in love with it. Look at all the metal work up in there. And there's your purple Nerds. And I could be mistaken. I'm going to double check. But I do believe just today I ordered a coordinating necklace for my Nerd earrings. There's your complimentary silicone earring back and your standard silver fishhook. I have one pair of the Nerds left, and the Nerds are number 261. Their official name is Yes I Can Coon. Alright, what do we have coming out? We have a bit of rings coming out. This one was fun. I love the shape. There you'll see that high polished red bead right in the center. And look at that arrow motif that goes on either side. This is set on that wide or narrow stretchy back. It'll fit a size 6 to 11 quite nicely. And let's take a peek. Look at those arrows with that antiquing peeking right up in there. And there's that narrow stretchy back. Good for sizes 6 to 11. And I have one of these dainty rings left. And the number on it is the number of 237. Number 237. I think that's one of our numbers that jumped ship. I may have it on my other clip over here. Alright, we have some more paparazzi.
Shiny.
Oh, he wants to show some shinies first. Now, if anyone looks really intently and closely at my profile picture, you'll see this necklace in a different metal. This is one of my ultimate go-tos. This is set in the silver. There's your bonus elongated oval earring. This is set on a double silver chain. There's that link there, a link there. There's your silver spacer there. And this one is called a silver spell. And I love this one because as you move, it makes almost a wind chime sound to it. If you listen real closely, you might hear that little bit of a tinkle. And let's look at the details on this.
Let me know when you want to quit.
I think, how much is the lot?
About an hour.
Whew.
No more.
Grab, count them out and grab about 15.
10, 15.
10, 15 and call it. Alright, let's look at the detail. Because on special links, you've got this hammered effect. And here's your high polished silver. And there's that hammered effect again. Right there. But I absolutely adore this one. The name of it is a Silver Spell. This is one of our blockbuster pieces. So it is available almost any time. But I absolutely love these. They're lightweight. And I just love that little bit of a tinkle. I know Cynthia has one, I believe, in both silver and gold. And if you watch for me the first weekend of August, you'll likely see me in one of these again while I'm out in Las Vegas. Because I'm definitely for sure taking one of these with me. If you want this one, I have one on hand, but as I mentioned, I can order more. And the number for a Silver Spell is going to be 374. Number 374. I'm taking my gold one to Vegas. Because that is my go-to for gold. Woo!
18 pieces total.
You'll have to pardon me, I'm quite parched tonight. Okay, this is another of that Pew Pew G metal or dark metal hematite. There is your 1.5 extender and that lobster claw clasp. And look at the paparazzi pink. Oh, I just love that paparazzi pink. I'm going to use, if I can find it, there you are. I'm going to use the miniature bust for this, because that is just the right size for this little guy. This is a shorter necklace. It would sit roughly right where my Z piece is. And I'll even give you a behind the scenes sneak peek. If you look really close, there's that paparazzi crown hiding on my shirt. I know a lot of you don't see what's on my shirts because I'm sitting behind my table, but I'm wearing the crown tonight. Alright, this is a double layer necklace. There's your paparazzi pink bead, that high polished silver bead. But look at all of that, and that is more of a, let me double check that with my own naked eye here. That looks more hematite than silver, so we're going to call that hematite. But as you can see, on either side you've got that hematite disc and the hematite disc there as well. And there's your 2 layers. And sometimes you get these naughty little fringes that like to just hang out any which way. There we go. And we'll take a closer look. As you're watching, why don't you tell me one item that you wish we could find in paparazzi? I'm always curious to see if people have the same tastes that I do. Alright, here's that polished, almost pearl-like pink. And this is more of a wooden pink. And there's that stone or bead that is faceted, and to me it's more of a hematite than a silver, so we're going to call that hematite for tonight. And there's that hematite G metal ring right at the top, and you can see it's set on that thicker, chunkier chain to sustain some of the weight. It is not a heavy necklace at all. And there's your extender and that lobster claw clasp again. And I have... Do you think you need more time to think of something? Well, I've been thinking.
My personal favorites are prisms.
We like the iridescent and the prism stones.
I love the
Number
prism.
100. And I'll give you a top secret. Just because you're here watching me late at night tonight, I do have some of those iridescent stones coming in a bracelet. I'm anxiously awaiting the arrival, and I grabbed plenty to go around. Alright, what do we have here? This one is Top Dollar Drama in a clear rhinestone, or a diamond, like whatever your preference of verbiage. And I know I have this in another color as well, but there you can see that it's set in all silver. You're getting just that glint of the rhinestones, but of course I'm going to bring you closer. I secretly wish that they would add to that Blockbuster collection, but there you'll see that row upon row of rhinestones dusting all the way across. It is set on that wide stretchy back, good for sizes 6 to 11. I have, it feels like, let me double check, 2 of these, and the number on these is going to be the number 007, number 007 or number 7. And oh, this one I have myself. This is an Angela approved piece. I had this on just last week. Look at that generously sized baby pink pearl. That baby girl pink. And you'll see it's dusted with the rhinestones all the way surrounding that pearl, as well as on that lower section here and the upper, with that silver right in the center and at the bottom. This is set on that wide stretchy back, and I only have one of these remaining, and the number is number 297. I'll give you an example of what somebody mentioned, and it was almost like fate. Somebody said it would be interesting if they came out with some items for the kids line that were glow in the dark. And 2 days later, lo and behold, here's some glow in the dark bracelets. Our current thoughts are, Trent, Misty, Ryan, if you're watching, we'd love a little boys line as well as our Charlotte Shimmer.
So we're about 12 pieces or so.
We've got about 12 pieces left tonight, and then we're going to call it a night. And of course, I saw Ryan recently on a live stream, as I see every week. So hello to the Fab Four. I hope you're doing well, and I can't wait to be in Vegas. Here we've got this simple silver ring with your open center and that silver bar on the top and the bottom. This is set on a thinner, stretchy back, and depending on the person, I bet a man or a lady could almost get away with this one. I don't see this as overly masculine or feminine. I see this one right down the center of the spectrum. If you would like this one, we'll give it the number 300. Number 300. Oh, he's stealing that one away, because I'm doing his job, and he needs job security. Alright, we have this fun hematite Pew Pew G metal cuff bracelet. This is capped off with that silver cap, or that hematite colored cap. This does have quite a bit of stretch to it, but the interesting thing is you look at it from a distance and it looks like just your average knotted cuff bracelet. If you look super close, which I'm going to bring you right in, you'll see that there are individual wires that are laced in there. So they have been hand shaped into that knot or braided motif. Look at that. I'm getting right up in there. You can see there's each individual piece. This bracelet is large enough that it could fit me. I'm not going to adjust it because, again, I want you to adjust it to your wrist. But there it is, even on my larger wrist. Yes, I could stand to extend it just a little bit more for comfort. But you can see that even on a fluffier wrist, it would fit quite nicely. And I know it's kind of rude to say, but I've always been told by my family that I have more of a mannish wrist than a delicate female. But you know what? I'm rocking me. God loves me just the way He made me. So, and that's what matters to me. If you'd like one of these cuffs, I've got 2 of these. And the number for this is number 242. Number 242. Alright, we have a trio of stretchy bracelets. These are, I'm not quite sure what you call it. It's not quite a rectangular shape, but pretty darn close. And it has that faceted bead to pick up the sun all the way along this piece. This does have a bit of a stiffer stretch to it, but these would make a fun anklet if you had a smaller ankle. And then it comes with a twin pair of these stretchy bracelets featuring that high polished silver bead. These are not, I'll double check, the last I was aware, let me just double check so I'm not misinforming. These are all 3 independent from one another, so you could wear them together or separated. And they come as a set of 3 for $5.24. Alright, we have some fun pieces lined up. Are these our last ones?
No, that's more.
We have some more yet. Yay, we have more to show. Alright, we have this red hair flower. And I'm just giving it a little fluff. It's been stored in the packaging. This is set on your standard alligator clip right there. I have 2 of these in stock, and it has that. This is called, my favorite color is tie-dye in red, but it has more, at least in my opinion, of an ombre like effect, the way it transitions from that dark red and it fades all the way out to white. Let's take a closer look. I also have these in a purple as well. You can see how it starts out with that darker bit of red at the bottom, and it tends to fade out. Oh my goodness. Snowy, you are putting your paw into everything. There we go, get rid of that little imperfection. Ah ha 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 ha! You're thinking right up my alley, girl. I wish they'd come out with one. But I do happen to know that if you are a paparazzi consultant, if you hit certain ranks for certain reasons in the company, they do give the consultants with that particular rank trophies, and one of the trophies happens to be an encrusted tiara. And there's that pink crown that we work ever so hard for. We love that pink. If you like one of these, the number on this would be the number 311. I personally, as a consultant, I would like to see more branded merchandise. But I'm not complaining. They are working hard for their money. I also love that I work for a company that's local geographically to where I live. So I feel like I'm supporting local as well. There's your high polished silver. And there's your 1/2 inch extender. This is on that thicker chain again. There's that silver high polished bead. A transparent, I would call that almost a candy apple green. And there is your football shaped link right there. The high polished silver again. There's your candy apple. I need to adjust my tripod. That's why I'm off. There we go. And there is a almost an almond shaped high polished bead there. There's that football again. Trailing all the way down to the bottom, which is your thicker plain link. And then it transitions all the way back up to the top again. I have 2 of these green necklaces, and these are called Sheer is Fate. Sheer is Fate. While you're thinking, Cynthia, I want to play a little guessing game with everybody, and I don't know the answer either. What do you think next year's Z collection is going to look like? Do you think there's going to be more turquoise? Some of that dark hematite metal? What do you think they're going to come out with next year? I'm not going to know until you do.
This year with orange or brown gemstones maybe and metal or rose gold.
That's what she wants them to bring out for sale.
This is kind of cool.
I would like to see some customer merchandise that we can offer for sale for those of you that love and support Paparazzi jewelry. I think it would be awesome if you could have some branded merchandise for yourself. Look at that purple. Oh my goodness. I have a pair of earrings in my inventory that is the exact shade of purple. And I'm constantly looking for a necklace to match that guy. I have 2 of these, and I'm going to bring it in closer for a better look. My goodness, my voice is starting to fade out a little bit. Big Mama's not used to talking so much. There you'll see that gorgeous deep purple and that hematite stone right there on the bottom. And there's another hematite and another hematite as well as a hematite. But look at the detail in the iron work. I'm going to put it on the ring finger where I'm a bit more stable. But look at that. This is so fun. And there is that wide stretchy back. Again, good for sizes 6 to 11. I truly and wholeheartedly appreciate every last one of you, even if you're stalking me and not talking to me on my videos. Thank you for paying attention. The number on that one is number 291. To those of you that are watching this at a later time, if you're in my VIP group, thank you so much to those of you that take the time to share me out to your friends and family. It means ever so much to not just me, but everyone in the organization.
We have a matching bracelet necklace set.
Okay, the mister says we have a set coming out. So we have a situation, and technically it's set Saturday because the clock rolled over to a new day. So here is our set for set Saturday. And it starts out with a Tiffany style necklace. And you will see right here.
She sparkles on.
Pay no attention to this wonky tag. I'm going to switch it out. There you can see it's got that longer or thicker chain. And it drops down to this Tiffany style closure, which is the bar. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're going to do this a different way. The earrings are not cooperating, so we're going to work around it. All right, I'm going to put this up on our little bust here. These particular style of necklaces do not feature any type of extension because it has that bar closure. And there you'll see that oversized rhinestone. These closures are great for people that have dexterity issues like myself, because in order to open or close it, you literally just take this little bar, and bear with me, I'm doing it left-handed, but you take that bar and you just slip it right through the ring, and kaboom, she's open. And then to close her back up, you just take that silver bar right here again and slip it right on through this ring. And no, I'm not coordinated, never claimed to be, but it just slips right through like so. So it's great if you have any type of dexterity issues, arthritis, or you're just uncoordinated like me. And it does come with a pair of bonus earrings. Put this right back on here really quickly. And here are your bonus earrings. And again, we will see that oversized rhinestone. And let's look at that rhinestone up close. These are inlaid in the silver. Hello, thank you for joining me. How are you tonight? There's that gorgeous oversized rhinestone. I'm glad you could find us tonight. If you would like the necklace is going to be number, get my fingers out of the road. Come on, naughty, naughty. We'll get that showing off in the Tiffany style there. And it's going to be number 363. Number 363. And here comes the matching bracelet. And that bracelet features the exact same bar closure as the necklace. And here is a smaller version of the oversized white or clear rhinestone. And if you want just the bracelet, I have two of these also. And the number for the bracelet is going to be the number 370. You can say 370 bracelet or 370 set. Or if you want just the necklace, that is an option also. Just claim it with the number 363. All right, what do we have next coming out, boss man? We have a pair, that's not a pair, that is a bracelet. Let's take a sneak peek and see what bracelet we have.
No. Usually those.
Those?
Usually those.
Okay. The boss man says we have a urban ring coming out next. Let's find our ring display real quick. This is more oversized because it's made to fit a man or a lady. For me, it would fit me quite well. But as you can see, it's got that somewhat, not quite a faceted look, but it does have that stretchy quality. On the urban or the men's line, they do tend to hide that stretchy factor, so we don't have that typical stretchy back, but there it is on my finger, and I'm a true size 10, but I could easily slip it to any of my fingers. It is quite comfortable to wear. It makes a good thumb ring also if you have a larger thumb. And this is going to be the number 400. Again, that's number 400. Alright, we have some gold coming out. Let's see what we can bring out in the gold. Alright, ooh, this one's going to require our bust. Let's bring that guy out. And pardon me if the fringe is a little bit out of sort. Sometimes this fringe gets a little bit naughty. I'll take 1 second to get her looking as best as I can without making you wait drastically long. Oh my goodness. Come on, fluff on out for us here.
You just did this one, right?
Yep. Now, forgive me if the fringe is not 100% on point, but trust me, it will be. There's that thicker gold chain and that faceted teardrop. And as you can see, all that fringe hanging down. It does come with the complimentary teardrop black faceted bead earring. And hiding up in this tag is a 2-inch extender. See if I can coax it carefully out. There's a 2-inch extender here and a lobster claw clasp. I have 2 of these. Oh, excuse me, I have 1 of these left. And the number on this one, oh my goodness, that fringe is something else. The number on this piece is going to be number 251. Number 251. And I'll get that all straightened out. As always, I inspect every piece before I sell or ship it to make sure it's at its best quality. What do we have next? This is something a little bit more dainty, but equally as beautiful. Here's your bonus earring set on that gold fishhook back. And it's on that delicate chain leading all the way down to a trio of the same discs at the bottom. And on these discs, I'll bring out my lens and show you the braided detail. There's that little bit of braiding on each one of these discs. They do swing independently. They're only joined right here at the very top. So they will give you that little bit of motion as you walk. Here's the detail on the earrings. And you'll see they're the exact same on a smaller scale for the earring. Let's get you turned around. There we go. It does have that lobster claw clasp right there. And here's your 1.5 inch extender. And this, I believe, let me double check my cheat sheet, is called Savagely She-Wolf. If you would like her, I'll give her the number of number 281. Number 281. Alright, forgive me one moment. I need to grab a quick sip of tea. Alright, here is a high polished gold cuff with that inset channel. This is a bit stiffer, but it can be gently persuaded by a little tugging to fit a bigger wrist, or slightly squeezing for it a smaller wrist. This is a definite go-to. You want to add just a little bit of shine, but not too much. And this one is the number 368. Number 368 for the gold cuff. Alright, we have one of these beauties left. And here are your bonus dark blue rhinestone earrings, that 1.5 inch extender, that lobster claw clasp, and it trails all the way down to this beautiful circle with those dark blue, almost a blue sapphire stone. Let's see if that lens will pull that blue out for us tonight. Sometimes we get lucky and we can get that slightest little hint of blue. So I promise you, it is the most beautiful shade of a navy blue. Sometimes the light will pick it up, other times not. Let's see. I can see just the slightest little hint. Let's see if I can pull you in closer here. She's not wanting to show off too much tonight. Maybe we can get lucky with our earring. Let's see. There's that blue. There's that little hint right there on that earring. If you look right there, you'll see that slightest hint of that deep, deep blue rhinestone. And it's the same rhinestone that you'll find right down here. In natural daylight, it does tend to show up a bit better. And in sunlight, she really shows off. But if you would like one of these are, this necklace is called Center of Attention. And we'll give it a number of number 286. Number 286. Alright, I'm going to swipe my comments to make sure nobody's getting filtered, because I don't want to miss saying hello to anyone. Alright, we have a set coming out. Let's give these a quick count. 3.
That's 3.
This set will be sold only as a set. It is $5.24. And there is a set of 6 bangle bracelets. We'll start off with this one. That is a thin, high polished silver bangle. Here is that same high polished silver bangle. And here is a textured silver bangle. And I'll bring you in just a moment for that texture. You also get a second textured bangle as well. And here's the real star of the show. Look at that gorgeous blue. It's an almost aquamarine. And let's take a closer look, shall we? There's that gorgeous blue rhinestone with all the facets on it right up in there. But look at the detail. If I can get around the shimmer, you'll see that there is a bit of a texture right around each rhinestone. And here is that textured silver bangle. You can see that texture right up close and in person. And then here is your high polished silver. If you would like a set of these fun bangles, they will be the number 223. Number 223. Alright, we have some earrings coming out to round off our show. These are called Sleek Fortress. These are set in a silver. And look at this. They even include a bit of detail on the back as well. There's your fishhook back with that complimentary earring back. And let's get up close and see the colors in here. I happen to know that there is your bright yellow stone, as well as that beautiful orange. And I believe Cynthia has a pair of these. And look at the detail surrounding each one of those. And here's that gorgeous detail on the back. They think of everything when they put these together. I have one pair of these remaining, and the number on these is the number 367. Number 367.
Last piece.
Alright, here is our final piece of the evening. I wish I had the ring that matched with these, but if you watch the replay, you will see there is a matching ring, and I'm just...
It may not have been shown yet.
It has been. I'm just going to slip this rogue earring back onto this earring, and we'll get showing this piece. Alright, here we go. Let's get you facing the right way around. Look at that deep purple. I love it. It's almost a candied purple. And here we can see every bit of detail. Look at the facets hiding in there. All that dotted motif. And all those clear rhinestones dusting its way around those deep purple rhinestones. I'll even show you there is a bit of detailing on the back as well. And there's your complimentary silicone earring back with your standard silver fish hook. And let's see, I have just this one lone pair of these beauties left. And the number for these is going to be the number 245. And that is my last piece of the evening. I'd love to stay longer, but it's getting quite late in the evening. But thank you for spending part of your evening with me. I have enjoyed it thoroughly, and I am very much looking forward to seeing you in my next live show in just a few short days. If you're watching the replay, feel free to send me a screenshot of anything that you would like to order, and I will hook you up with all of your $5 jewelry needs. Again, I'm Angela, your independent consultant with Paparazzi Jewelry and Accessories. Have a wonderful evening. Be blessed. Be safe. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for joining me, friends.